If you want to be my next guest on 5 Questions, click on the Be My Next Guest link below. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hello and welcome to 5 Questions with Mario Toneguzzi on YYC Business. Joining me today is Brad Wennerstrom, who is a realtor with Urban Real Estate Services in Calgary. Thanks for joining us today, Brad.
Thank you very much, Mario.
Well, in the previous episode, you talked a little bit about the why you joined the real estate career and profession. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about volunteering and its importance to you. Tell me why volunteering is such an important part of your life.
Well, you know, I've actually volunteered since I was a young child, and various types of things. And where I got that from was from my mother and my father. But particularly, I remember my mother. You know, 6 children. Here she is volunteering. Before I was old enough to go to school, I used to help her make cakes, and we would take them to seniors' homes. And she was part of a sorority, and so we would go on their birthdays, and I'd tag along, and I saw my mother volunteering. And you know what? That stuck with me through my whole life. And so whenever I got a chance to volunteer, you know, it started early. A hockey coach at 18. You know, of course, fast forward, then the Winter Olympics. Quickly volunteered for that, 1988. Subsequent years, I just finished 18 years with the Willow Park Charity Golf Classic.
Oh yeah.
And decided to retire from that. But that was just amazing, some of the things we did there. And each year was a different charity, a different charity of choice, and just the thrill of that over the years. Part of that, though, 2016, one of our benefactors we had with the Willow Park Charity Classic was Meals on Wheels. And they were one that really stood out for me. So I talked to them, and they invited me onto the board, and I've been on the board of Meals on Wheels since 2016. And you know, just through this pandemic and everything that's happened, I'm so blessed that this city has a group like Meals on Wheels and what they've been able to accomplish this past while.
So for people out there that aren't really familiar with the organization, can you talk a little bit about what Meals on Wheels is and does?
Well, Meals on Wheels is more than just a meal. That's our slogan. And we developed that a few years back. And, you know, because the stigma was that it's only for seniors, but it's not. It's for people that have needs. Let's say, for example, a gal who's just given birth, who's at home and needs help with food, maybe doesn't have a lot of family around. It's somebody who's been hurt, disabled. They need help. They need food. We are also catering to children in schools. School program, school lunch program is really taken off. And you know, we're there, and we have an army of volunteers. And when we do through our regular clients, we also check in on the folks every day if they want it. And you know, we find that very good, where our volunteers are, you know, face to face with people they're serving and checking on their well-being. Of course, it's been difficult with COVID, but you know, we're seeing a lot of great success stories, and we're moving along very well.
Yeah. You know, a good friend of mine, an old buddy, Tony Spallettini, who owns Palumbo's, has always talked about the importance of community and giving back, especially if you're a business or an entrepreneur. Do you agree with him and what he said?
Absolutely, yes. I know the Spallettinis, and I know the whole story behind Palumbo's, and what they've done for our community is just outstanding. And you know, and the other work they do, you know, besides supporting many charities through food and donations, and the work they do outside of that, you know, like football, for example. Very important.
So you would encourage, like, all business owners and entrepreneurs to give back to the community?
Absolutely, yeah. Whether it's, you know, a couple hours a week, a couple hours a month. I think it really helps the individual. It's a healing process. It's just natural healing to be involved, definitely.
Okay, great. Thanks for joining us today, Brad.
Thank you.
And if people want to get in touch with you, how can they reach out to you?
Best number is my cell phone. It's 403-819-3200. Or you can visit my website at bradwennerstrom.com.
All right, great. That was Brad Wennerstrom, who is a realtor with Urban Real Estate Services. In our next episode with Brad, he's going to be talking about some key messages for buyers and sellers in this, what many people say is a hot residential real estate market right now. This has been 5 Questions with Mario Tanaguzzi on YYC Business. Thanks for joining us today. That's all the time we have for this episode. Thank you for tuning in with us, and please subscribe to our channel. You can also follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook. We have new content being released every day.